Today on GardenFork, learn a simple way to cook mushrooms.
Hey everyone, welcome to GardenFork. Today, how to cook foraged mushrooms. We did an episode where we're talking about how to forage for oyster mushrooms, and everyone asked, okay, how do you cook the mushrooms? So we're going to show you how to do that today on GardenFork. Ready? As soon as we're done playing.
You got a lot of playing to go.
Bring it here. By the way, we made a video about how to make a good rub toy for your dog. And this is it.
That's just
So there's a link at the end of the show for that. These are oyster mushrooms.
Where'd you get it?
These we bought in the store because it's the middle of winter here. But we had a foraging video we did in the fall, and there'll be a link at the end of the show for that. And people asked, well, great, Eric, we went mushroom hunting. Now, how do we cook the mushrooms? So these are cultivated oyster mushrooms that I bought at the food store, and I'm going to show you how to cook them now.
Wow.
We have a bunch of foraging shows. We did one on nettles, which is pretty cool.
I love nettles.
Nettles pesto. The shaft of the nettle has these tiny little things that stick out, and if you have bare hands, you grab this by accident, and it makes your hand swell up. But we're going to eat this anyway. So at the end of the show, there'll be some links, or down below as well. All right. So there are some, I don't know, myths, or there are practices with mushrooms that people may or may not agree with, but it's okay to wash them, okay? I don't think this needs to be washed, but it has some dirt on it. You can wash them under water and then towel them dry, or if they have a little dirt on them, just take a towel and brush the dirt off. Some people say that if they get wet, the mushrooms can get rubbery when you cook them. I haven't had that experience, so there are a couple ways to do this. This is the art way, all right?
What's that chorus in the background?
I guess we should go see. Start your cast iron, heat it up, and we're going to break all this apart, okay? This just comes apart like this, and then your choice is you can break this up into smaller pieces if you want. You can cut this if you want. This one's seen better days, so it's kind of coming apart on its own.
Is there any part of that mushroom that you're not supposed to eat, or you can eat the whole thing?
You can eat the whole thing, but this back part, this is a big mass, and it can be a little tough.
So it's kind of like a broccoli stalk.
Exactly. But you could also, you could just take a knife and cut them off like that if you want as well.
So is that, for those who haven't purchased these kinds of mushrooms before, are they very expensive? Because we know they're hard to come by in the woods.
Yeah, cultivated mushrooms aren't cheap. But by the way, did you know that the white button mushrooms that you buy in a package are the same species of mushroom as creminis and portobellos? Like, big portobellos are just basically a bigger version of a white mushroom. That's the dogs.
They have cabin fever.
Secret ingredient, butter. You want to cook the butter until it stops bubbling. When the bubbling stops, that means the water has boiled out of the butter.
Those look like big pieces. Are they going to shrivel up?
Yeah, they'll break down. I mean, you could just take these and break them in half if you want. It just depends on,
What you're using them for?
what makes you happy, really.
What makes you happy?
Glazed donuts.
That's not what we're making today.
I know, but I would really like a donut right now. A little salt and pepper.
What about like oregano or rosemary or something like that?
No.
Glad I asked.
See how they're browning?
Yeah.
That's good.
How do you know when these things are done?
That's very subjective because you can eat raw mushrooms. I mean, you could eat them right out of the box if you want.
The box.
They have them in salads and stuff. I like these browned, and they get kind of wilty, and then they start to exude out a little of their own juice, and that's when I think they're done. But it's really, you should taste it while you're cooking and figure out when you think it's done.
How are you going to serve them up?
The fork. I just, these are.
Delicious as is.
We're gonna let them cool off and just eat them. This is great. Just this with a steak, or some other vegetables, I guess.
That with a salad.
Or a burger, or
a salad.
Yeah.
It'd be good for you.
It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Super simple. You go out, pick mushrooms in the woods. Don't take them all. Leave some for reproduction.
Pick the right one.
Make sure you got the right ones. Check our guidebooks below. And cook them up. And you're living a life. Alright, if you like the show, you hit the subscribe button. That'd be really great. You get a show every week. We also have our Labradors. They have their own videos as well. And we have a site full of how-to and DIY and cooking stuff. We're on all the social networks. You want to click on the share buttons. You want to share it. It'll be really great with your friends. Sign up for our newsletter. Send an email to news@gardenfork.tv. You'll get auto response. And just email me. Tell me what you're doing. Eric@gardenfork.tv. Okay? Make it a great day. I'll see you later.